Atlanta News First Plus starts now.
So BG, for starters, you've talked about it a little bit, but just why was a new beginning? Why was it time for a new beginning for you?
It was just time for, I wanted something different. I wanted to be closer to my family, to my wife's family. They're in Little Rock and then mine's in Houston. So being close to them, having our son, raised in the South. I say it's the South here. Somebody said, no, it's the East. I'm like, no,
it's the South.
So just being in the South again, it's just been a combination of all those things that just made it feel right.
You brought up your son. I wanted to ask you, just how has a parent, has that changed your perspective in all of this?
Value that downtime when you get it. I know that, but it's been amazing, honestly. He's looking at me for everything. I come home from practice, I'm tired, I'm wore out, I want to lay down. I walk in, he like breaks away from Miss Rachel and looks at me and like just starts grinning. I'm like, okay, I got a lot of energy again. Like let's play, let's do whatever. Let's go for a walk. Yeah, like everything is bigger than us now, like because everything's for him.
So you come to the Atlanta Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Why the Dream? I mean, you really could have gone anywhere, and this is where you chose to be.
Leash and Ryan, they the best. I keep saying it. They were the best recruiters in the world. And then everything that Atlanta stand for, the Dream stand for, they have a good group of women here, and they're about business and they're about doing what they need to do. And I mean, you can't ask for something better than that. Everybody with the same goal and the same mindset.
So what was the pitch? What was Leash and Rye? What were they saying to you to get you here?
I'm gonna let them. They have to release that information.
All right, I'll push Rye on it.
They'll have to release that. But they were saying the right things, and it wasn't like over the top, like on you. Like it was like subtle things. I was like, wait, what? What'd you just say?
And you're like, oh wait, I see that. You're
I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing. And then like I will say like because like it's been going on for a little bit,
mm-hmm.
but like they've always just stayed 100 with me, no matter what I chose at that time. Like they always kept it 100. Like they never changed just because I may or not have came a year sooner or whatever. Like so that meant a lot to me.
Are you someone who would probably pride yourself that like honesty is the best policy, and like as long as someone's genuine, authentic, you're going to respond really well to that?
Yes, I am. I mean, if you're genuine and honest, like, and I understand, especially in like basketball world, like there's tough conversations, there's tough decisions. I may not agree with a situation or whatever it is, but as long as you're like you tell me up front and honest about it, like I can respect that. Like we don't have to agree, but I can respect you by you just communicating with me.
You are the biggest off-season acquisition in Dream history. You've accomplished a lot in your career, but does that really sit that is the expectation that this organization is going to have bringing you here?
You know, I just love how they believe in me. You know, I'll run through a wall for somebody that believes in me. And they definitely believed in me from every conversation I had, from management to the players to everyone. I can feel like they believe in me, so it just feels good knowing that they look to me for, you know, knowledge in certain areas, my experience in certain areas, and then my skill set in other areas. So it just makes you feel good, makes you, like the pressure, whatever you want to call it, expectation, feels good on the shoulders when they believe in you.
Well, and I'm curious, are you someone that even really believes in pressure? Because I feel like you've just consistently rise to the occasion. You've been deemed one of the best in the sport, and here you are still going.
Yeah, you know, pressure doesn't really get to me that much anymore, that's for sure. I've been through a lot, too, in my life, so, like, at this point, you could basically throw anything at me, like, I'll figure out a way.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. You spent a lot of time in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
What did you learn about yourself during that time?
Learn how to be a leader. I will say I credit Dee a lot. You know, she showed me the right ways to do things business-wise, on the court, carrying myself. She led by example, and I've took that into who I am now, and I want to do the same thing she did for me. I want to do the same for players here as well.
When I've talked to Leash and Carl, they all mention, you know, you're a WNBA champion. You know what it takes to win. When it comes to that, what about this dream culture do they have in that aspect, and can you help get them there?
They have the drive for one, and they have the work ethic too as well. One thing I learned, like, you know, sometimes with younger teams or younger players, like the drive's just not there. They want it to come easy. No, they want it to come, and they hold each other accountable. You know, and it's not always easy holding somebody accountable and your fellow teammates, but they hear it, they respond. There's no bad vibes because we all know what the end goal is. And then just on the court, just that little extra push, that little extra grind. I feel like I can help in that area as far as like, yeah, we got to go through this. Like, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be amazing, you know, right off the jump like we want it to be. We'd love for it to, but realistically, we know it's going to be some pain, some growing pains. It's how we respond in those moments, and I feel like I can help in those moments.
And that's kind of my next question I was going to lead into is who is BG when adversity hits? And I ask that because this team had a lot of adversity last year. Leash said it was inconsistency. It was up, it was down. Who are you in those moments, and who can you be as a leader for this team when you do go through those growing pains?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm calm in those moments and adaptable. Sometimes you just got to change it up and be okay with the change, embrace something new. And I feel like I've always been a player that can do that. Like I said, I played everywhere as well. So just being able to adjust and helping people adjust to that, you know, helping them get to see like the point coach may be like trying to throw at us that we're not seeing, or the scenarios. So I think when adversity hits, I'm pretty steady and adaptable.
I was listening to your press conference from practice the other day, and it had me laughing because you're very vocal. You're pretty open. You're very honest.
Yeah.
And you said, we got some quiet ones.
Yeah.
Are we having to break open the shell a little bit?
We're cracking on some shells. We're chipping away. We're chipping away. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, nah, definitely. But I mean, I used to be the same, honestly, surprisingly. Like, I wouldn't speak up. I would wait till like we're off to the side. Instead of speaking in front of the group, I would go talk to a player like one-on-one, which I still do because sometimes that's better. But learning, like, sometimes I do need to speak up, like, and I do need to say something. And I'm not a person that just gonna lead the conversation in the locker room. So when I do speak, I feel like people are like, okay, like, let me hear what she got to say, because she don't really say it too often. So,
what is your perception of Carl Smesko coming in here, coming from the college game, first year in the WNBA, and he's taking the reins for this thing?
Big K, Coach K. I think he's doing so good, honestly. Like, his mindset, the way he's looking at the game, the way he's challenging us to look at the game. I love the way in practice he gives us, like, a problem, or he'll throw some stuff at us, and he'll watch us and see how we react to it, how we overcome it. And instead of just saying, hey, go do this, and micromanage us, like, because in situations when we don't have timeouts, or we can't get to him, or we can't hear him because it's going to be super loud in here, I already know it, we got to rely on ourselves. So him just challenging us to problem solve on the fly and throwing a bunch of information at us is going to help us out. And those are those moments that I know, you know, winning the championship, you're definitely going to have those moments. You can't always rely on coach to call everything or do everything for us. So I definitely think he's doing well with that. And then, I mean, we had film on the first day of training camp. Like 12 seasons, I've never had film on the first day of training camp. And so, yeah, he's bringing something different already.
He, you know, we were talking, and he said he was really heavily influenced by Bob Knight, and specifically how he would coach, in the sense of he could take these schemes and really complex things and simplify it so that players could really understand. Do you see that in him as a head coach already?
100%. He has a lot of terminology and you know, different things that we're not accustomed to, but he is a great teacher. You can tell. Like, he values trying to teach a player. It's not like, oh, you're not getting it, get off the court, next one's on. No. Stay on the court, and we're going to figure it out. I'm going to help you figure it out when you can't figure it out on your own. And I think that makes him a really good coach.
You know, we only see a little part of him. He seems very buttoned up, very calm, that's not who he is on the court, is it? We don't see the full picture. Tell me I'm missing something, right?
I'm missing a little bit.
You don't have to tell me everything.
I'm missing a little bit. Oh, I'm not. I'm going to let, that's his story to tell. But I will say, he's really funny, honestly. I don't know. Maybe I just get his humor, but I'm always dying, cracking up. So I'm like trying to like refrain from laughing in certain moments. But nah, Coach is funny. Like, and he has some stories for sure.
As far as personal growth, what do you want to get out of this season?
Ooh, I want to get a championship out of this season, that's for sure. Individual accolades, not really worried about it. Like, I just want to do I want to do everything I can to get us to the championship. First, get us to playoffs and at home as well, not on the road. And then winning the championship, and everything else will fall in place, honestly. That's how I'm attacking this season.
I want to talk about some of your work off of the court, philanthropy, something you're really passionate about. Why is that something you wanted to take initiative in?
The way I was raised, I mean, my dad, my mom taught me to, always help out, always, look to somebody that may have less than you, and you help them out. You're never too big to give back. And my wife is the same way. Christmas, Thanksgiving, we're soup kitchen, we're donating, we don't throw anything away. We literally will pack it up, put it in a storage unit, and then wait to see like who we can like help out or bless. Just makes me feel good. Like, I don't know, it's just something about it. Basketball is amazing, winning championships is amazing, but helping somebody out and changing somebody else's life, or bringing awareness to somebody that doesn't have the voice, that's the real trophies, honestly, in life.
Did you ever think it would be all of this for you? Sure, this was your vision, but have this platform be the impact you are in the W, and then also be able to translate that to your philanthropy work as well.
Yeah, no, I definitely didn't know this was going to be the route. I mean, I didn't even know I was going to be a basketball player, honestly. Like, I picked up basketball in the 9th grade, so, my plans, I was going to enlist into the military and probably go into law enforcement like my dad. So, I appreciate it so much.
Thank you for watching ANF Plus. For more breaking news, live coverage, and your community stories, download the Atlanta News First app. You can also watch us on YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. To join the conversation on YouTube Live, visit our channel and hit subscribe. You can also listen to the Atlanta News First podcast by searching Atlanta News First on your preferred listening platform.